You have resources, but you're not resourceful. What does that mean? You know, there are so many successful people, and there's so many other, very many unsuccessful people, but you may find that each one of them, whether successful or not, have equal resources. Let's dig deeper into this particular topic today. To start off, what's the definition for resources? This is a stock or a supply of money, materials, staff, or even other assets that you can draw upon in order for you or your organization to function effectively. That's, how the Oxford Dictionary defines a resource. So if you have resources, then why is it that some people are not resourceful? But let's first define the word resourcefulness. Being resourceful means you're good at finding ways of dealing with a problem. It's as simple as that. Many of the times you have your friends or even you yourself, and you find that when you encounter a challenge or a problem, there are some types of people who will start complaining and avoiding even, finding a solution to that problem, while other people get excited and say, wow, this is a nice challenge. Let me look for a solution. And more often than not, you find that those people who find a solution are quite resourceful because they put together their resources and find a solution. So what do I mean by this? An attitude of resourcefulness inspires out-of-the-box thinking. It generates new ideas, and also it's the ability to visualize all possible ways to achieve what you desire. So that is how a resourceful person behaves. By just actually looking at that problem and looking at different ways of resolving that issue. Look at maybe your siblings, your friends, your colleagues at work. Which ones can you pinpoint are resourceful and which ones can you pinpoint are not resourceful? Now look at yourself, because in this particular lesson, it's about you and how you can improve on yourself. Are there times that you find that you are not resourceful and other times you find that you are resourceful? One thing I would advise you to do is look at what do you have, what resources do you have and you can utilize to solve a problem. Because sometimes you may not have money. We said money is a resource. You may even not have materials or even people to support you. But sometimes you have a talent, you have a skill, you have something that you're passionate about. It's still a resource. It's intangible, but it's a resource. What can you do with that thing that you already have that is God-given to be able to move to the next level in life? Instead of sitting back and complaining and wondering and wishing that things could change, they will not change. They can only change if you stand up and challenge that situation and figure out what resources do you have to be able to sort out that issue. Being resourceful is very crucial because if you're resourceful, you'll find that people start appreciating you, your peers, your siblings, your parents, your friends, yeah? Even in an office, you find that you become the go-to person. When people are stuck, they'll kind of say, oh, so-and-so will come up with a good idea. And they start coming to your desk and asking you questions. So what happens next? The next promotion is yours. Better money. Or even your competitors start poaching you because you're becoming resourceful. They're seeing some value in what you're delivering. They're seeing that even when things are very difficult, you're able to sit back and look for alternative ways of resolving or sorting out or getting out of where you're stuck or where you and your team are stuck in whatever project that you're carrying out. So what I would want to urge you today is to get out of that comfort zone and start finding ways of finding solutions, especially where you're stuck. Start with yourself. Don't worry about your neighbors, your relatives, whatever. That's number one. Number two, the video that we did last week, it was about how can you stack, certain habits to be able to create a new habit. Because sometimes it's not that you're not resourceful, but you're procrastinating because you're thinking that a certain, step that you want to take, it could be difficult. But if you stack it with something that you enjoy doing, you first do something that you enjoy doing, and then you do that something that you really want to do, but you're procrastinating on, you find yourself now getting out of that place that you're stuck. So find out what is this that you can do. Start with what you enjoy, and then start with something that you find tedious or you find not enjoyable, but must be done for you to be able to move to the next level. So that is my challenge for you today. And eventually, if you own a business or you are employed and you're an employee, you find yourself now moving to the next level and starting to enjoy your life and you're starting to grow. Yeah. If you check where you were in January and in December, you find yourself, you'll have moved to the next level. So from this video, what are you taking home today? It's that start thinking of how you can become resourceful by first identifying that the resources that you already have. It could be material, it could be money, it could be a skill, it could be a talent, it could be a, an experience that you have. It could be that experience is a resource and somebody wants to know about it, and you can sell that experience to somebody as an ebook or as a video or as a training. Just get out of your comfort zone and start writing down. By the way, when you start writing some of these ideas down, you find that you're starting to resolve a lot of things that you thought were very difficult. Sometimes when you break them down and write them down, you start finding that they are not as difficult as you thought before. So from today's lesson or today's video, go back and start using your resources and become resourceful and start building yourself to the next best self. That's all for today, and it's a goodbye for now. See you next time.